Hello, it's me again. Part 7-6. I'm running off, starting to forget. Girl, I'm a little old, but anyway, I think it's part 6. Anyway, so we're talking about the driving license. So, since I sit at home a lot and I'm looking out the window, and I also see people driving. Now, this is some food for thought. Now, not that I got a license, but like I said, I know the way. So, how come it is that when you're taking a driving license test and you're driving, you have to keep both hands on the wheel? If you don't, they're not going to pass you. There's no way they're going to pass you because you got to keep both hands on the wheel. You got to have the rear mirrors and everything adjusted. How come after y'all asked us to get some licenses, y'all driving around with one hand on the wheel, turning it, doing your thing, hanging out the window, one arm out, Coca-Cola in one hand, a cigarette in another, and it ain't hardly two hands on that wheel? So that's food for thought. That's just one of those things that just jars my head a little bit. So I see people. I started to do a video just showing you, like, how many people do you think really riding around here with both hands on the wheel? When I see them, I say star, star, star. Very few though, but it will shock you. The other thing is they don't want you on your telephone because it can cause a wreck. So I see people on the telephone talking. Maybe in your city it's not illegal. Here in Maui, you can't be on your phone and be driving. They catch you, it's a $400 fine, child. So again, more reasons for me not to be driving, to be in the passenger seat where I can hold my phone up, look at it, and do whatever, and smile as I go past the officer. So these are just noticeable things. It's no big deal, but I just wonder about stuff like that, like, all the rules and regulations, and the fact of how much the gas is costing, it's amazing. I'm like, didn't they go over there and steal that oil from somebody? How the hell we gotta pay so much? Our gas here in Hawaii is $4.12 a gallon. Okay? Now, I'm not that old, but I remember when gas was like 56 cents a gallon, 96 cents a gallon. What happened? It ain't gonna do you no good to be stealing stuff if you're gonna be charging us for it double. Like, hello. So they keep getting rich and you just existing, barely existing. Again, another topic. I'm not gonna get into it because, yeah, those are my personal views about things. I'm gonna stay in my lane. My family always said, you know what, you talk too much. And my mom used to say, you talk so much, you need to stop talking so much. Somebody gonna kill you from stuff you be saying. I said, you know what? If they kill me and I told them how I feel, I can go righteously on my way. I'm like Martin Luther King. I have dreams. And also I know they're out there. They're waiting. That's why they never gave me a microphone, because they don't want me to ever talk to the world. Honey, please, I can set this world on fire. I should be running for president, but I'm not. I don't want to be up there. And the stuff they got going on, oh my God, I'm not even gonna get into politics. That's another thing. I'm not gonna get into that. That will be excommunicated out. So let's moving on. So getting on back to family. So, like I said, my dad and I were really close. My mom and I look just like my mom. And me and her had so many battles when I was a kid because, she's the mom and stuff, but she would tell me things that didn't seem to make sense to me. Now, their job and responsibility is to teach you how to be. And some of the things that used to scare me was like, you don't be talking behind your friend's back and, that's your friend and stuff like that. So her friends would come over on the weekend. They'd be over at nighttime getting ready. Back in this day, they had little wigs and they had them on the little stand. They had the pin stuck in the wig down, and they were wearing that bright red polish. So I'm sitting up there, her friends coming over. I'm going downstairs, opening up the door for everybody. Come on in. They go upstairs, be in my mama's room getting ready. Girl, please. So one night, I overheard them talking about their friend. And so she had just went and bought this dress that she loved this dress. Now, mind you, she did wear it the last week. Same dress. She just bought it, but she loved that dress. And back in that day, you know, it ain't like they was wearing a whole lot of different stuff. Some men was wearing coveralls for the whole week, same pair of coveralls. So yeah, anyway. So I liked the little lady. She was my mom's friend, but so they were talking about her. Girl, she gonna come. Watch, she got that same dress. I know she gonna have that dress on. Sure enough, when the woman showed up, that's exactly, she had that same dress on. And I was like, now she talking behind her friend's back with the other friends, but she telling me not to be two-faced. Well, what are you doing, Mom? Hello, what are you doing? Oh, I see my time. Okay, chapter 7. Okay, bye.